Hi everyone, welcome back. It has been a hot minute since I've done any makeup, but I do have an update. I got the sling, that's what it's called, the sling off my arm. Apparently it was actually hurting me to have it on, but I have to take, wow, my brain's not working. I have to take anti-inflammatories and do some exercises for the next 3 weeks, and then they can do an MRI or a ultrasound on my shoulder and figure out what's causing the issue now instead of seeing an old injury. But anyway, so now that I don't have this arm in a sling, I can show you the garden variety collection and do some swatches and see how it looks on the eyes. Now, I am not going to swatch everything. Oh my god. Sorry, my neck is like, it was started this whole thing and like this side of my face is still swollen. It looks so fat. Anyway, so we are going to be trying some of this stuff on, but I'm not doing a full face because it's so late at night already. I am going to show you everything aside from 3 of the Jelly Mutt shadows because I already have those packed up. The stuff that I'm not keeping, I try not to swatch. If I don't know if I'm going to keep it, I go ahead and do it anyway. But this stuff, I just know that I'm not going to keep, but it's like, it's a bad habit. I need the whole collection. So, we are going to start with these 4th grade scrunchies. They're actually super cute, but I have long, really thick hair, so they won't actually hold my hair, but they're super cute, and they're actually like sewn together, so you literally have to like break this apart to use them. So you know if you got it from somebody that they're still new if they're sewn together still. And it does say 4th grade right there. Now I love the 4th grade line. I just don't use scrunchies. Dang it, and of course I tore the bag. Oh well. Okay, so we have the scrunchies, and then we have 4 of these. It is a blush and lip oil kit. This one is whole 9 yards and local time. That's what it looks like on the inside of the box. So this lip oil looks like this, and I am not going to be keeping the lip oils because I don't know, I don't like putting oil on my face. I don't see putting it on my lips either. It is a gorgeous blush, but I have quite a few blushes already, and I just like a, you know, more pinky look to my cheeks, I guess. So there's that one. Then we have New Leaf, which has Desert Rose and Ginseng on it. What those look like? We have this Luxe Lip Oil, just kind of like a peachy pink color. And then this blush. Now I did contemplate keeping this one, but I'm pretty sure I have another one from one of their other releases. I can't think of what it is right now. It's got a flower on it. That's all I know. It's got a flower on it. But anyway, I have so much stuff in my makeup area already. I'm running out of space. So, trying to keep it down to stuff that I will actually be using, you know, sometime in the near future. Alright, we have Hello There with Tearing Up My Heart and Blossom Out. Okay, here is the Luxe Lip Oil. It's like a bronzy color. That's what it looks like. And a peachy blush. Again, super adorable. But I have so much other stuff. I ended up having to put all of my Colourpop palettes that I haven't used yet in my dresser drawer that's right next to my vanity, so I can be like, okay, Every time I do makeup now, I'm going to pull one that I haven't used yet because I have so many that I've already used and I keep going back to them and then my other beautiful palettes aren't getting touched. Okay, so this one is Bloom Together and it has Night Bloom and Rain Check. Now the Luxe Lip Oil is the Rain Check and it looks like this. It's purpley, but like I said, you know, I prefer a matte lip, so a specific look. That was that Luxe Lip for that one. I am actually keeping the blush, which I have right here. It is a very cute purpley color, so we're going to be trying this out today and seeing what that looks like. And I'm just leaving it out because I am going to have to be using this mirror, which still totally weirds me out. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm used to having, you know, my big mirror with the built-in lights, but it hasn't been fixed yet since my cats chewed through the cord, so it's like totally throwing my game off for doing makeup at all. But we're going to try this again in just a minute. So we also have the Soul Glow Oil, which is, this is a mini. It is Warm Gold. Now this one is not new. I do already have the bigger one of these. I believe I have every glow oil except for maybe the pink champagne. I don't know if I ordered that one or not. But other than that one, I definitely do have all of the rest. I love them. I still have the big one though, so I haven't decided or not yet if I'm going to keep this. I might actually put it in my 100 subscriber giveaway. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Everybody likes Colourpop, and this stuff is amazing. So yeah, this is going to go in my 100 subscriber giveaway. So let everybody know I am at 51 subscribers right now, so not much further to go. And then I have the giveaway stash coming up. So if you want to be entered into that, let everybody know. Need more subscribers. Anyway, so we also have the Misty Morning Kit, which, glisten up, these are minis. This is literally, it smells like an orange. It is freaking amazing. I love this stuff. I put it on my face every night and, well, maybe not every morning. Some people say they use it as like a setting spray. I don't. I love it. I love putting it on at night, smelling the freaking oranges right before I go to bed. So I know this is a mini and I have 3 of the large bottles, but I just can't get rid of it. I can't do it. But then it also has the Freshest FUCK mini. And, you know, I have this before and a lot of people like it. I don't really. I don't know. I guess I just like the orangey smell of that one. So this one I'm not going to be keeping. And I also got, let's see. So this is the one Jelly Much shadow from this collection that I am keeping. It is called Desert Days. Can you see that? There we go. Now, I've never used the Jelly Much shadow because I'm not a huge fan of liquid shadows because I hate the creasing. Apparently they don't crease. But it looked super strange to me, but it is water-based, so it is very easy to revive it. This is what it looks like. It's brand new. It's just, I don't know, I guess from getting thrown around. I think we might attempt this today with, like, I don't know. We'll figure something out with it because I haven't tried it yet. I don't know if I like the formula. And I also got some Super Shocks, and with this order that I have been waiting forever for them to come in, so of course I'm going to swatch them because hello, Super Shocks are amazing. Okay, so we have Ice Dream, and this is so gorgeous. Like, I'm sorry, I don't, even if you just want to use it as an inner corner highlight, it is freaking amazing. You see that? And even just looking at it, like, it looks like it has a duochrome flip, and it is an ultra glitter Super Shock shadow. But just putting these on is freaking amazing. So, like, you can already see that. So that is what one swipe of it looks like. Let me see if I can build the color up a little bit more on this one. I've never done like an all white look. It is amazing. Like, Super Shock is definitely right. It is a Super Shock. And, you know, at first I was like kind of iffy about the formula. I had bought the their Super Shock Volt, and I ended up selling it because I wasn't into Super Shocks yet. That is a hard word to say repeatedly. But anyway, I wasn't into Super Shocks yet, and now I regret it. It was limited. Oh, sorry. This one is Slave to Pink. It's like really pink. Now, I don't really do pinks, but my sister wants me to do her makeup for her wedding, so I'm like, okay, gotta get it back, because this stuff is like, bam. Look at that. That is super pink. There we go. Now you can really see it. And the third one I have is actually one of the, it says Super Shock Cheek. I use it as a highlight. This one is Spellbound. It's a glitter one. Actually, I don't think I have a glitter one yet. But it is super pretty. I accidentally swatched it when I got it with the same finger that I had the Slave to Pink on. So let me go over here. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Okay, so this one is supposed to be a cheek. Honestly, I'll probably use it as a highlight, but let me show you that. That is, oh my god, I'm so in love. So in love with the Super Shock formula. Okay, and aside from that, I think the last thing is the palette, which is gorgeous. Now, a lot of these colors are pretty similar to some of their other palettes that they have out. I'll show you. Garden Variety. Here is all of the colors. Now, a couple of these, like all the pinkies and stuff, that could easily be found in the 9-pan peach palette. Why can't I think of anything today? The 9-pan peach palette, and they have a desert collection that they recently came out with that, you know, some of these colors could be found in, but I love Colourpop, and I'm not like, oh, well, I have this and this and this palette, so I'm not going to get this, because I like to do my makeup with one palette unless I'm doing something super complicated. So I like to have, you know, if it's got a nice color scheme to it, I like to have each palette individually, and this one just spoke to me. So we are going to swatch these colors before we try to put it on. Deserted, Herbivore, Synergy, Wavelength, and Prickly Please. Now let's do the second row here. We have Third Eye, Best Bud, Smudge Off, Don't Leaf, and Over the Bloom. And nice surprise here, this one, Don't Leaf, is actually a Super Shock formula. Those are super soft, but they have fantastic color turnout. And for the third row, we have Stay Sharp, Sucka For You, Stuck On You, Clay Day, and Root 'em Up. Now, looking at the swatches on me, I feel like I definitely have some of these colors already, but like I said, you know, I like to be able to work with one palette. Now, I do have my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer Base on already. We're only going to be doing the eyeshadow today because, like I said, it's so late. Now, this stuff is like pretty cool when you look at it. At first, it looked kind of like a sugary to me, but it's more like a lotion. That's what it feels like whenever I put it on my eyes. You definitely don't have to use very much, but that's been sitting. I have a set of new brushes. Well, not new, but I have so many brushes, and my Colourpop ones are not clean right now. So we will be using my Morph brushes. I think I have all the brushes here that I'll need. Okay, so what I like to always start with is setting the eyeshadow primer, which I like to do with a color like this, or if there's a color that's like really tan close to my eye color, I'll use that, but I'm gonna use this for now. And I am getting smudges all over this palette. I'm gonna have to clean it. Okay, here we go with this screwing me up. I'm over here trying to use my phone as a camera. Oh wow, that white does have some very nice color turnout. It doesn't even bother me that it ends up white, because I end up covering it all up with something else anyway, and personally it makes me feel like the colorful colors pop. Now that we have the primer set, we can figure out what to do here. I don't even know. There's like so many different things that could be done. It's kind of intimidating. But now that I know that Don't Leaf is a Super Shock formula, it's kind of changing things for me. I'll put this over here so I'm actually like looking towards the camera. I have a really bad habit of not looking towards the camera. Okay. So, I don't think we're going to do anything super complicated today because, like, I know I said something about a cut crease, but I don't have the right brush for that. So, okay, I think we're going to start with Root 'em Up. Make our eyes look a little deeper set here. Ooh, that definitely has some good color payoff. I did not expect it to be that dark to start with. You know, I used to be an only brown, like neutrally kind of a girl, and now whenever I use browns, I'm like, oh my god, this is so boring. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this. Kind of funny. Alright, now that we had that part done and our eyes look deeper set, is it just me? Like, I always like to do the upper part of my eye before I do my actual eyelid. I don't know why. It's just something I've always done. And now that I think about it, this could actually be used as an eyeshadow too. But I want to try it out as a blush. Which I just realized I did not bring a blush brush out here with me, so I guess I'm doing that with my fingers. Anyway, so I definitely want some kind of sparkle, but we have to neutralize that brown a little bit. So I think I will go in with Prickly Please. It's got really, that's like 2 pats in there, but it is showing a bit of fallout just from patting that in there. So yeah, you can see that. So please be careful when you're using a brush on these. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. I'm going to go in with a little bit more, pick up all that fallout, because I do want the color to pop. Hopefully it won't end up getting too much fallout on my face, since I'm not going to be putting on foundation or concealer tonight. I'm happy with that so far. Okay, it's cute so far. I know this angle is making it like hard to see. I didn't think about that. Next time if I'm sitting in here instead of in my makeup room where I don't have all my lights, I'll get a light to put right there so you can actually see what the freak I'm doing. But it looks cute so far. And then I believe I'm going to put wavelength on, like, right up under my brow bone as a highlight because I love to do that. And wavelength is an absolutely gorgeous color. There I go, trying to use my phone again as a mirror. Yeah, you see it pops up super quick. There's only one swipe. I'm really gonna have to blend that out. Okay. Definitely should have used a different brush for that. See, this looks weird to me because usually I have my eyebrows done first, but I'm not doing my eyebrows tonight, so I'm like, oh my god, I have so much extra space right now. But yeah, be careful with wavelength. That definitely picks up quite a bit. I'm gonna have to go back over it with Prickly Please so it's not so popping right there. Okay, that's much better. It's not as like, what the hell did you put under your eyebrows kind of a thing. Okay, now to work on the eyelid, I'm going to switch and go in with, I'm starting to feel like I didn't bring enough brushes out here. I am crazy when it comes to brushes. I have so many, it is ridiculous. Alright, clean this off real quick. I'm going to go back in with this brush that I used for my crease to put an all over color on my eyelid, which I know I did that with the Deserted, but I like to do it again just because. And I think I will use Herbivore because that's like the peachy tan color right next to Deserted. It's the other lightest color in the palette. Woo, that one has a lot of fallout too. Thankfully, not that much on my face. I don't know if it's because of the brush or the eyeshadow primer. That is my first time using the Tarte eyeshadow primer, and not gonna lie, it's pretty awesome. Okay, now that I have that color on, I am going to go in with, I still don't know what I want to do yet. Try a boldish looking. See how that is going to turn out. So now I will be taking my Morph M124 brush. So a little flat brush and do I will do Best Buds on the inner corner of my eye. Oh, we're gonna have to build that up. That is a shimmer shade, and I don't ever get my brush wet because, you know, I feel like it ruins the shadow. So, but I'm usually able to build these up fairly quickly. This doesn't look like it's showing up much. I guess it is a little bit. I will probably end up putting something over this, to be honest. Terrible, but it's almost like you can't even see it. Let's go in with something else for the outer corner, which I believe is going to be Stuck on You. I think I will try to do a small smoky. Let's see if this one shows up better. Oh yeah, that purple is popping. Much better. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker though. Do really like that purple. Since I decided to do a purple on the outer corner though for a slight smoky look, I think I'm going to put something over the green on the inner corner because this is not the first time I've done this, but it's just not showing up enough for me. So I will go ahead and use my Morph M421 flat brush and put Synergy over the green on my inner corner, and this is like a light pinky color. Down, I'm going to go back in with the bigger flat brush, the 124, and put Don't Leaf in the center, which is the Super Shock formula. Now with this formula, they did modify it a little bit because normally it has to be in those airtight containers like what I showed you. This is a modified version of it, so it can go in a palette. But if you don't want to apply this with your fingers, it really is all about the right brush. The stiffer the brush, the better. And this brush doesn't seem like it is stiff enough, so I'm going to squeeze the ends here. You have to be really careful with the Super Shock formula because sometimes it, like if you want any good pigment, you have to put more on, and then it's like it's harder to blend out, gets cakier. But if you can find a pop and shadow, pressed shadow to put over the top of it, it really brings it out some more. So since I have that on, I'm going to take over the bloom very lightly, just one swipe, and kind of tap it in there and mix the two together to make it look less cakey. This looks like it's going to be one of those ones that I'm having issues with. I do love that bright middle lid, most definitely. I have that done. I need to blend these together a bit. And I will use Succa for You to do that, just a little bit. Okay, it looks like a lot, but it's very pigmented. And go over right here where these two meet. That blended out nicely. I did have to bring it up further than expected because whoa, does this palette have a lot of fallout. Again, not really much on my face. I really think it's because of the eyeshadow primer. That stuff is bomb. Okay, now let me blend. That looks a little dark. We're blend Clay Day. Out. Alright, now I just have to blend that inner corner out with that light pink color. Okay, now that I have that all good and blended out, I am going to go in with my pencil brush, my M431, and first I'm going to take wavelength and put it on just my inner corner. make them pop a bit. The inner eye looks, it makes your eyes look like they're so much more open. Okay, now I did get a good tip that the Jelly Much is a good waterline under the eye, cut crease. I said it does dry pretty quick, so if I wanted to try to blend it with something, I would need to do one eye at a time. I am not going to be trying that. This formula looks yuck to me. I don't know, but I'm going to attempt to use this pencil brush with it to do the under eye and give it more of a pop of color. Do I like this? I don't know yet. It definitely doesn't take much, so at least there's that, you know, it will last a while. Feels like I'm rubbing water under my eyelashes. And I think that completes the eyes. Again, it looks weird because of not having eyeliner or mascara or my eyebrows done. But I like the color that the Jelly Much shadows give off. This, I've already blown it off twice. It's got quite a bit of fallout. You can tell from the shimmer shades most especially. Then last but not least, the blush. Really hate that I don't have a brush. I'm gonna try to use this one. Like, aside from swatching, I really hate using my fingers. It's cute and purple. I feel like this looks weird without no foundation or anything on, but it does give off a nice light purple-ish color. Not mad at it at all. It definitely is buildable, so that's good. Put a little bit on my nose. All right, and there is my unfinished look for today using the Garden Variety. I like the purple blush. I thought it was going to be like way more purple, but it's definitely lighter than anticipated and it blends very well. Blends, yes, of course it blends. It builds very well. The under my eyes is that nice pink color. That is the Jelly Much shadow. I do like it. This eye, I am kind of disappointed with the center. As you can see, it is all cakey looking from the Super Shock shade. This side is not. I feel like if I hold my head back, you can still tell, but it did blend nicely. It got a tiny little smoky eye going on there. I mean, you guys have watched my other videos. You know I normally do makeup like way better than this, but being off by not having my big camera in front of me and having to keep this arm like way down here because I can only use from the elbow down. I will say I am not mad at the Garden Variety palette. I would definitely buy it again. I do like the purple blush, and of course you all know I love my Super Shocks. But that is all for today. Thank you so much for going over this collection with me, and I will see you next time.